Hi there, welcome back to the archives. So before I end the day, it's February 18th. I finally got my workout in and showered and um, still work with me. I'm not done my hair yet. We're getting there. But I realized I forgot to film. I wanted to do for the Chinese New Year, I wanted to share some of I was supposed to post this yesterday. I was supposed to record this yesterday, and then yesterday I was just like, no recordings for the day. So I'm going to go back to Goddess, 50 goddesses, spirits, and saints, and other female figures who have shaped belief. It is written by Dr. Janina Ramirez, and it's illustrated by Sarah Walsh. So they have, I think there's three Chinese figures. Okay. I'm going to get into one today. I thought I would do. Wait, hold on one second. There's three Chinese figures. There's the goddess of the moon, the goddess of the sea, and a Taoist goddess of life. I'm going to do the goddess of the moon just because we're in eclipse season and it's a new moon right now. So I'm going to do Chang'e. Is that how you pronounce it? Chang'e. She's a Chinese goddess of the moon. Okay, this is the image for Chang'e. Gorgeous, gorgeous. There's another one over there. So let's get into it. So Chang'e is the goddess of the moon, as I said. Her backstory. So she was married to somebody named Hou Yi. Is that how you say his name? Um, and basically what happened is, first of all, she's a very popular goddess in China, Chang'e. She's often shown in the moon or holding the moon. Stories say that she is a goddess who took the elixir of eternal life to save it from being stolen from her husband. And so she escaped to the moon with a magic rabbit as her only companion. I think this is the first time the rabbit is coming up. You see the rabbit over there? I love rabbits. I have a rabbit up. I did rabbit art. The last couple days, well, I haven't been out really, but I think for like 4 days in a row, there's a bunny rabbit around, and I saw it. And every time for me, I see rabbits. It, anyways, we're not gonna get into it. But all to say is I love rabbits. Okay. Um, and they have a particular meaning for me. So I love that the rabbit is showing up here. And so basically, the rabbit constantly pounds the elixir of life in a mortar with a pestle, and it's to keep the goddess with it for eternity. So before she flew to the moon, what had happened was Chang'e's husband was the greatest archer of all time. So you see an image of them there with the archery. He's the greatest archer of all time. Archery again is the one where you go and then it takes off, right? His name is Hou Yi. In one famous story, 10 sons, who were the grandchildren of the Jade Emperor, not sons as in boy, but like sons, like the sun and the moon. They were the grandchildren of the Jade Emperor, and they orbited the sky and scorched the earth. So imagine multiplying the heat of the sun 10 times, right? That's how hot it was. This led to complete chaos. Crops burned, people collapsed, and seeing the world in disorder, many of the dark and evil creatures began to roam. Hou Yi, her husband, begged the Jade Emperor to let him deal with the sons, but the Emperor loved his grandchildren and did not want them to be shot. So the Emperor called out to the sons, but they were laughing so loudly they couldn't hear him. Eventually, the Emperor he gave Hou Yi permission to save humankind. Okay? So her husband fired 9 arrows from his powerful bow, and the 9 suns fell from the sky. So again, remember there's 10 suns, he shot down 9, there's still one, which I'm assuming is the reason why we have one sun. Okay, so that's her husband. Great archer, saved humankind from the burning, scorching heat of 10 suns. He took down 9 suns, now there's one. As a reward for saving humankind, the Jade Emperor's wife gave Hou Yi a magic potion in a bottle. By drinking it, he could become immortal and go to the heavenly place as a god. But he was worried because he didn't want to leave his beloved wife, Chang'e, behind. That's so sweet, right? A lot of men nowadays would be like, "Send me away from my wife." He was like, I don't want to be separated from my wife," right? Um, so he hit the bottle. Then one day, an apprentice of his broke into their home and he tried to force his wife to give him the bottle. His wife was like, "No, I'm not giving you the bottle. This belongs to my husband." But the guy was persistent, and so she knew that she couldn't trust him, and so she drank the elixir herself. Right? Remember the elixir? It makes you immortal. So Chang'e swallowed the contents in the bottle herself. The potion turned her into a goddess, and she began to float up towards the heaven. She chose the moon as her home. Okay, so that way she could be close to her husband, who she loves so much. When her husband found out that she had drunk the elixir, he thought she betrayed him. Okay, he was really upset. He was like, "My wife is a thief. She stole my elixir. She betrayed me. She drank it for herself." And he was so, so, so angry. But he couldn't bring himself to shoot his wife on the moon. He couldn't. He loves her so much. And so eventually says his anger calmed down and he wanted to see his wife again. So to tempt her home, he left her favorite desserts out at nighttime, and this tradition continues today as part of the Mid-Autumn Festival. Okay, and so every year on the 15th day of the 8th lunar moon, what does that mean? August, I guess, because this is the Lunar New Year. This is a Chinese New Year. So 8 months from now is August. I mean, no, we're in February. Is um July? Is that what we're saying? February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Oh, it's October. Wait, what? I don't know. The math is not mathing, and it's not. I don't know. It says the 15th day. Oh yeah, maybe it is because it's mid autumn festival. It's autumn, so autumn, September, October is autumn technically, right? So maybe it is autumn, October. I mean, and so basically, people offer sweet treats to with moon-shaped cakes in memory of Chang'e, and they celebrate the largest harvest moon. This is known as Shang'e. Is that how you say it? Shang'e. Qi. No, Qi. Qi is not, it's Qi. Q, I always pronounce, like, I do Qigong sometimes, and sometimes I'll say Qigong, but it's Qi. So is it Chongqi? Chongqi Ji? Oh, there's two words. Shangqi Ji, or the Mid-August Autumn Festival. People believe the offerings will bring good luck and happiness for the year. They also exchange moon cakes with friends and neighbors and look up at the moon to see if they can see the goddess's outline on its surface. So while she's connected with the moon, she does not represent the moon, okay? She lives on it as an immortal woman, and it's this connection that is celebrated today. So the Chinese Lunar Exploration Program, which is trying to get a better understanding of the surface of the moon, is even named Chang'e after the goddess. So this is Chang'e, the Chinese goddess of the moon. Okay? The Chinese goddess of the moon. So until next time, I'll try to post this today because tomorrow I have, we're going to go back to the book shares. I might do a couple more. Maybe I'll do the Chinese ones today just to share and celebrate. So this is one of the Chinese goddesses, okay, of the moon. Until next time, in solidarity.